Hello, hello, hello. What's good? What's good? Nick, the sack, the love is back and it never left. Well, love is what we never lack and know the best. How's everybody doing today? What's up, everybody? So, getting this message out. This message is for collective. If you're resonating with this message, resonating with the channel, definitely subscribe. Throw us a like. We appreciate you. I appreciate you. So, that said, let's get into the read. I meditated on the energies. The overall energies for this read are wholeness and opening. Dealing with your person. I feel like this person wants to make themselves whole, come into a sense of wholeness or balance, completeness, oneness, right? Step back into their spiritual selves, or at least feel okay. To feel okay. I feel like this person did run from a 10 of Cups, from a complete or whole situation, divine love, true love, twin flame kind of pairing, but with this Page of Wands energy, it's like they just cast it out to the universe, cast it away like it didn't really matter. But I feel like this person was going in circles because they didn't run far. I feel like they're still encountering the same problems that they've been going through time after time, and these options or opportunities were an illusion. Running nowhere, going nowhere. 10 of Swords in reverse. They want to come up out of this Judgment energy. That's why we're dealing with wholeness. This opening is they're trying to find a way out. A way where they don't have to keep dealing with these same issues. Keep dealing with these same problems. It is an overall energy of healing that I'm seeing. Death in reverse. Something's not over. The cycle hasn't ended. I feel whatever they ran away from, it didn't end something, or it didn't bring them the end of a cycle within themselves that they thought they would come to. Instead, I feel this person has run into more obstacles in the 3D, especially in the physical. Challenges, limitations, restrictions is how I feel this judgment is playing out. Spiritually led astray from their path, this cycle, this 10 of Cups. I feel like this person is dealing in absolutes, wanting to blame you for everything or the connection. But I feel these swords they've thrown at you are only falling back on themselves. having to deal with deeper problems, things that lie beneath the surface here. Page of Pentacles, I feel like this person is being stubborn in this energy. Like they're wanting to figure it all out themselves. Not wanting anyone's help, but not knowing how to go any further or get anywhere. Again, I feel like this person is running in circles. They haven't advanced as far as they wanted to or had hoped. And that somehow they're still struggling to take off the blindfold and see this stability that they thought they would have. But what this person needs to realize is that they need to invest the time into gaining the spiritual clarity necessary to see where their footing lies, in order to catch a balance in oneself and be able to become whole or heal again. Full in reverse, and I don't feel like this person is really quite able to make a start, to make a fresh start, to go move into something new. And that with this Queen of Cups, Page of Pentacles energy, they're trying to bring some type of balance to their emotional sense of self, not depending on others. But this person is being very stubborn and doesn't want to perhaps listen to advice, or I feel like with this Page of Wands, they knew, and so this is sort of a lesson that they gave themselves to fall out of touch with their spiritual path or this connection, this Ten of Cups, to see the other side. I feel like this person is reckless. And that everything they throw away only sets them back further. That this person has a lot of learning to do. But I think they're beginning to get a sense of what they have to do. But I feel like they're hiding it here, not wanting to reach out, open any form of communication. For a lot of you, this is because they're still running and they feel like they must, or they have to take this time. But I feel this person deals in secrets or half-truths. It's not really saying everything. Three of Pentacles in reverse, and I feel like these third parties or options gave them no real stability. That these were lateral moves, or, well, they lost their 10 of Cups. And I feel like they threw it away for a good time, feeling like they were running out of time, and that they needed to act. Again, I feel this person was impulsive and reckless. 8 of Cups. I feel like not handling their business, abandoning cycles, abandoning you, reaching for these options, these opportunities, taking what they felt was the only way out from emotional waters. Not wanting to see something end, but never really ending something within themselves. Again, I feel like this person was spiritually wayward, not really following their higher selves, or perhaps clouded in judgment. 6 of Pentacles in reverse. I don't see them giving to any situation at this point. I feel they've almost blinded or reduced their stability down to a single foot space. That this person is holding on, perhaps financially, or just making it. I feel like they're, again, entering this selfish kind of energy, but they're trying to heal. It could be isolation. A lot of you, I feel, are isolated as well. I see this person rejecting stability here with you, with this connection. The Lovers, and with the Fool in reverse, I feel this person isn't opening their heart, that they can't open their heart, or that they don't really understand love just yet. That this person's in too much of a hurt or broken space. And it's as though they're learning love through what's missing, or missing you, because I don't feel like it's directly from or out of these situations, but being learned from them. Four of Pentacles in a hidden position. I feel this person is bitter, and perhaps that's what they're hiding. Bitter that these options haven't worked out. Feeling foolish, but not wanting to accept it. That they knew better, that they were blinded here by thinking they could do it all. Somehow they had everything, that somehow this wouldn't follow them, or that it could be left undone, and that they could just run. I feel like this was a surprise, There's a surprise here, so I feel like there was an amount of shock when it came to this person's actions, or this was sudden. A lot of you no longer interacting with this person, but visit here, I feel like they're becoming more isolated. Again, I feel like it isn't something that they thought it was. And now they're taking more time to spend time with self or reflect. Feeling kind of wayward or sick. Of still being in this space. Country house. And this person's not giving to anyone, I feel, because they're trying to maybe get their money right, or develop some sense of sort of stability so they can be more social or do more things. But I feel that's the blinded path. And this person is maybe finding more stability to come back. Because love is calling them. And so I feel like there's some type of clout energy here, but it all seems like illusions. I feel like this person is kind of back and forth in that way, through temptation or the sign of a good time I'm getting. Anger in reverse. And I feel like I get this bitter energy again of burning a bridge, not being able to have what they once had. I feel like, again, it's not so easy. This person is trying to learn how to become whole again and open their heart space, healing. We had loss of money in the reverse and the hidden. And I feel this is dealing with them trying to make some sort of recovery. But I feel they don't want you to know. Because they want to give the presentation. They want to present themselves as some type of way instead of being honest with their true selves. Community. And so this is dealing with third party energy, family. There was definitely options or choices that this person ran away from, but with charity in reverse, I feel they didn't, again, get where they were trying to get to or go. And so I feel this person did cast away this connection, but they didn't go anywhere. However, this is indicating that there is some third-party energy or a community group of friends, friend group type of community here. Adjudication in reverse. Over here with death and rebirth in reverse, as well as the Six of Swords reverse. Feeling like this person made a bad judgment call when it came to this third-party energy, friend or family group. But again, that's slowing down with visit in reverse. or that this person is withdrawing. Perhaps to move away or get away, move out from these choices that they made to complete a cycle with you, or just to do the work, do the work necessary to close out the cycle and to come to a whole or healed place within themselves so that they can make or step into the lover's energy. But I feel you're their 10 of cups that they threw away. So that's how this message is for you. Main female over here with Page of Pentacles. Again, I feel this is all about them healing their divine feminine. Or just, again, coming out of hurt, coming to this whole place. Making the right decisions for themselves instead of ones that they know are wrong. And I feel this main female made a wrong decision towards this community. They left the 10 of Cups. Courthouse here, I feel judgment. Having to pay some type of karmic debt or right some type of wrong here, or take responsibility. This person has to pay up in some amount, if even within themselves. That there's a charge on this person for trying to duck out from the karma or judgment that they were facing. This adjudication in reverse. I feel like this person always tries to get away whenever it comes to emotional situations or waters. But I feel their options may have just run out. I feel this person has exhausted their options or is not finding what they were looking for, and now they're realizing that they can't move forward or have or start anything without paying for this judgment. I feel this person is bitter, but maybe trying to act like they're not because of circumstances, but this person is a fool. This person has played themselves and wasn't willing to take a chance or a risk for love. This person went with the words of the community. I feel like third party energy, but they always knew better. They knew they were blind and that the situation was calling for a different kind of faith. Instead of throwing it all away, instead of running. But I do feel judgment is here. What are they hiding? A decision. So I feel for a lot of you, this person never really made it clear about their choice. Concern in a hidden position. Never really worried. Here we are, courtship at the top, a relationship with the community. Right? Poor judgment, a bad judgment about what this connection was for them. But I see some type of karma here. Them not really caring. But hidden behind this moon card, a decision. King of Pentacles in reverse. This could be somebody who's very disloyal. Perhaps cruel with money. stringing someone along, or maybe as unstable as them. And I feel there's no loyalty here. I feel they made a decision towards this King of Pentacles in reverse, because they felt they had to, or that was what the people wanted in this community, perhaps financially, right, because it was fun. I feel for a lot of you, maybe that was the only concern. It was all they really cared about. Having a good time. Making emotionally reckless decisions. Things that weren't in their best interest. At least not for long. They didn't really think things through here. Now I feel this person wants to get unstuck. Or come out of some type of way where they feel trapped inside. But first they have to let this go. Or there will always be lack. This card tells me that they've had the keys all along, that you were their key. You were an opportunity that they passed or chose not to see. Again, that it was too much effort to work with what they knew they had, and you in this connection, and to stand their ground instead of falling back into old ways, missing opportunities with you for opportunities with others. However, I feel they're reminiscing over what you had in the past. Feeling like it's just too hard to make things work now. Even though they were never putting in any work, or never willing to do the work. Whenever things could have been so much easier. Overlooking what they had. Tearing this connection apart for an empty cup. I feel this person threw out this 10 of Cups and is now got nothing in their cup because they've thrown it all away. And that none of these waters are as sweet as yours. That no one is as sweet as you or as sweet as you were. That it just doesn't taste right. Again, I feel like this person is in this egotistical space, playing options, not seeing wanting to see how they really were. I feel like this was an ego trip or a power trip. That they like playing games because it made them feel important or powerful. Or I feel they were acting very childish, falling for some illusion, falling for their own game. Now I feel this person wants to walk away. From something that they've started, but they don't really know how. I feel they're not seeing things as clear because they're just maintaining a balance. Simply existing, trying to gain their footing. Again, this person is trying to focus on becoming whole and not giving into illusion. Knowing that nothing that they have now will be like what they once had. And that they're in no position to offer themselves or begin any journeys. Because this person is still not whole. I feel like this person's lack of success is still hidden. Is hiding in plain sight, or at least it was. Now this person is frustrated that they rejected it. Just so they could fight for their balance. Just so they could find some wholeness within self, but I feel they felt this was necessary to go through this trial or this sort of lesson. I feel this person truly is struggling at this point due to a lack of lessons in self. Or accepting what they really had. However, I feel they have to recognize this in order to have a clearer perspective. To face some sort of truth. To take their end of things. Or take responsibility for playing their role. And that this guilt, this judgment, is rightly theirs. Because they never gave to the connection. Things were never fair, and I feel this person wanted to play the victim. Act like it wasn't their fault or it was all yours when they were a 10 in reverse. That they were not, or were never whole. But I feel you gave to this person because you recognized what you could have had. You saw them as your 10 of cups. And I feel it was a 10 of cups situation, something that had been developed, that invested or put a lot of time into, or had the potential for true happiness. I feel like you were their 9 of Pentacles. This person was just or you were giving it away. However, I feel this person was too. And never giving back. Always with this third party energy. Every time, or this was consistent. For a lot of you, this person just never wanted to build. Or never really had a direction. Or a sense of path or purpose. Where they were going or what they wanted, or were never open enough to be vulnerable to what that was. Emperor. Again, I feel you were meant for this person, that you were showing them the way through your actions by being stable, playing the game the right way. I'm getting. Being strong and upright. Again, I feel you were playing the long game. Being patient and offering so much to this person. I feel like you're a highly developed or attuned spirit. Someone who has a strong moral sense of right and wrong. And I feel you knew what they were doing. Because you're smarter than that. But you had so much to give. Your resources were so vast, I feel this person just took and took. However, I feel you allowed them because, again, you were playing a longer game. Waiting for them to realize, see the error of their ways. Hoping they would heal and open their hearts to you, to this 10 of Cups, to this connection. But for many of you, I feel this person was never whole. Just decided to run. However, I feel they're wanting to be different now. Or wishing things were in the space of potentially facing that. I feel this is how they want to show up. With strength, with passion, with fire, with some sort of stability, because I feel they still want to compare to you. This person wants to present themselves as strong and whole and healed. However, I feel this person is still playing an illusion with themselves. That you're not impressed. And that you've seen them for everything that they've done. I feel this King of Wands has an ego. Think somehow they deserve you or have a right to you. I still feel, you feel, that they're still playing some type of game. Trying to compete with you, put in some type of competition. But this person's coming with an angle. And I feel you already know this person's ways. Three of Swords in reverse. I feel this person wants to heal things with you. I do. I feel they want to heal things and heal themselves. Come out of this heartbreak space, this heartbreak energy. I feel like they may come in overbearing or trying to overdo what could have been so simple, and now they're making it complex or complicated, trying to manifest some strength whenever all you wanted was the truth or an honest connection. However, I feel the burden of this is killing them with 10 of Swords at the top of the read. That is everything they can do to close out this cycle, because there is karma sitting between this 10 of Swords and this courtship, this connection. There is some spiritual change or debt that has been incurred, and they must pay the price. So now I feel this person is throwing their whole selves at self-healing in order to come in as this King of Wands. Coming out of these player ways, or I feel taking a more isolated approach in order to fix themselves. Being more patient, taking things slow, thinking things through, trying to gain solid ground. I feel this person is moving slow, but slowly doing the work. I feel this is a slow process. I feel their inner conflict and obstacles, these challenges are just a mess that this person's made for themselves, and will require a lot of fighting in order to heal, in order to understand and see, finally, why they keep running. Why they've been unable to see things clearly or been so influenced by others. Hiding their healing, but this person is beginning to let go. Trying to develop some sense of hope or opportunity with you, a spiritual connection that they hope they haven't lost. Wishing upon a star. I feel a sense of hopefulness. And perhaps that's what they're working towards, because they threw away their 9 of Cups. Again, there's a bitterness with this energy. Hiding how stingy, controlling that they've been. Turning their world upside down. I feel yours as well. And not thinking clearly. I feel this was lustful thoughts or thinking. Wandering eyes, or trying to get ahead in underhanded ways. Never really starting to do the work or opening themselves up to the journey. Always doubling back. While never realizing or seeing clearly the steps required. Being indecisive and never making a decision when it came to you. Always letting things burn out or go up in smoke. Rejecting this connection, wasting time, yours and theirs. For a lot of you, this person was very, or would be very numb or cold. I feel at times they were distant. kind of losing themselves in things that really didn't serve any purpose. Not really knowing where to go or where to invest. Never doing the work. And here this person is being stabbed in the back by their own opportunities. Because these ideas weren't in the best interest of self. That they were unstable. And that's no way to be. I feel this person is losing sight of where they're going, or where they even want to go, or what's worth fighting for. I feel they're completely turned upside down because of this loss, this lack of stability, of stabbing themselves in their own back. But I feel things are completely turned upside down for this person. Not sure if they can really make it back to you, because they did it to themselves, because they played themselves. And this is their justice. I feel they don't want to face it, however. However, I feel this was fated to happen. So this person would pay their karma, or pay a debt that they always owed, or that they owed you before. This person may have just become the karmic. Or I feel a debt has become so high that this person may be unsure, unwilling to pay. Or how to pay. How to make things work, how to bring justice to this situation. And I feel that's what they're hiding, hidden tears I'm getting. I do feel there's a deep buried sadness in this person for an injustice to you and to the situation. I feel like what they were hiding was how they disappointed themselves. And that how they haven't been who they were or who they wanted to be. Acting unfairly, never really growing. Or growing up. I feel all they can do is hide their tears, and while they've been running, I feel these emotions still lurk beneath the surface. However, I feel this person bears a heavy burden that they never want anyone to see. The truth of how they lost their 10 of Pentacles, but would never accept. And how they broke their own rules, or they broke yours. The rules of this 10 of Pentacles, to have this 10 of Pentacles. I feel this person rejected and walked away. This is what hit the floor, or what this person would never see or accept. They broke some sort of universal law. And this is why the universe is upside down, and this is why they're in judgment. Now I feel this person is lost and alone inside, afraid to jump in, dive in, offer themselves where they feel they don't have enough, or feel too guilty or sad about what's been done, how they lost their true stability or foundation. I feel like there was a sense of comfort in your connection. That was destabilized. By these ideas. Causing an ending. However, I feel this person doesn't want to see. I feel this person feels it may not be over. Or they don't want to accept the fact. I feel they're bitter. Bitter towards you. Sitting in some sort of resentment because you have healed or are healing. Because you were never responsible. You were never charged, I feel. All the karma is on this person for what they've done, for this loss of stability, for loss of this 10 of Cups situation that they had with you. And they want to hide it so bad. They lost their 9 of Cups. And with this person, they're running around in circles, trying to figure things out. Trying to come back to self, balance in self. I feel like they're still figuring out how to grow or how to heal. It does feel like a slow energy. I feel like they're stubborn. But with this lovers, it's what they have to do. To have this lover's energy. To offer themselves, to make this offer. And that's the truth. That's the naked truth. And no matter how long it takes, no matter how little progress, they're coming to the space where they can finally take action and offer their cup. I feel for this person that's the biggest deal. Coming out of this ego place into a I feel this person feels it's a weakness. That they're somehow unable to be vulnerable. But that's exactly what's required. Them to have the strength to become vulnerable. And accept the karmic charges for what they have done. Thank you for joining the channel for the reading. If you enjoyed it, definitely subscribe. I appreciate every one of you. And I'll see you soon.